Traders, welcome back. It's Afonso with Afonso Analysis. It's a Wednesday today, the 28th of June, and I'm back with a bang. So what I want to talk to you guys today is my strategy as a whole. So like how I approach the markets or how I approach my trading, and something that I think can help you also if you are still a newbie out there. So the general idea that you will hear, or general advice that you get when you start trading, is to mark your support and resistance, right? Just zoom out the market, mark out support and resistance, and just buy every time the market gets to support, sell when it gets to resistance, and so on and so forth, right? But when you start trading, or when you start risking your money, especially as a newbie, you're not going to have a lot of capital. It's pretty rare to come into trading with a lot of money. And if you check here, the distance from this support or resistance to the other side, it's a lot of pips. And if all you have is like $100, $30, $50, or whatever the case may be, that's a lot of pips to hold, and you're not going to be able to afford that a lot of times. If you zoom in closer to 1 hour and just take a closer look here, you will notice that from this zone here, which is our resistance to our support, back to our resistance, back to our support, for this long move to happen, for this one move to happen, to push to the upside so that we can sell when it gets to resistance there, it's going to be a lot of days for you to wait for that move. And again, if all you have is the $50, you're going to spend a lot of it on spreads, because if you hold a trade overnight, the broker is going to charge you. So what I need you to do from today, let's go back to 4 hours. If you check here, this is a DXY chart. I go to my DXY first thing in the morning because I just want to gauge the strength of the dollar. These are the 4 pairs that I trade, just the DXY, Euro USD, GBP USD, New Zealand dollar USD. And I will explain in a moment why I trade those pairs there. But what I need you to do from now, instead of waiting for the market to hit your support or your resistance, is just to zoom in closer and just ask yourself, what is the market doing right now? Because if you are a real hustler with the $50 in your name, you want to capitalize on what's happening today. You want to make money today, right? It's the idea that you're going to wait 3 weeks for the market to get your support so you can sell or buy. It's not going to work out. So let's zoom in closer and just understand what the market is doing right now. And if you check here, we just made a double bottom here. Let's just illustrate that. You see this push, because in general the market has been pushing to the downside, right? We've been making lower lows and lower highs, something like that. And if you start to observe what's happening currently, the market failed to make another low here. Because if we're going to continue with this downtrend, if we're going to continue selling, right, we need to continue making lower lows and lower highs. But we couldn't make that low here. We couldn't break and close below the previous low, so we can continue with a retest and push to the downside. So this immediately should alarm us to say, okay, we can't be looking to sell if we're failing to break this level here, right? And from then we push to the upside, violating the previous highs. I think by now everybody understands market structure, that if we get a double bottom and break the previous neckline there, the most logical direction for the market to take is to retest that previous highs there, and then we're going to push to the upside, right? Every time we make a double bottom. And if you check there, that's exactly what the market did. We got a double bottom, we broke our neckline, and now we came back to retest. Now, when do you get an entry? Let's move into 1 hour time frame so I can explain further. Now, I'm a day trader. I usually get into my charts around 7 a.m. in the morning, and if you notice this horizontal dotted line there, these are my daily separators. And to get this indicator, you just need to click on indicators here on TradingView. It's a free indicator. You just click there and you search for daily separator, something like that, and you just pop that shit on your charts there. That's it, weekly and daily separator. So you're just going to click that, and I just want to give you this example, guys, because this is what I do on a daily basis. Let me just remove everything that you see here, because I don't like clutter on my charts. So this is what happens. This is me trading on a daily basis, right? So I know that the market has pushed, right? Because we just saw that on 4 hour time frame. It gave us a broader picture that we just pushed, exhaust, and the next move now is to push to the upside, unless we break and close below the previous low, right? But if we stay above the previous low, the most logical direction for us to take is a buy, right? We need to capitalize on the buy. So the question now is, when do we buy? Because when you're alone with these charts here, the decision lies with you, right? You're the one who's supposed to risk your own money. When are you going to buy and when are you going to sell? So the 1 hour time frame gives me a more detailed information. I wake up at 7. If you check this black box here underneath, it has the date and the time. I want you to focus on the time. I wake up at 7, right? Let me just drop a horizontal line there. So I wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning. Well, not really wake up, but I'm on my charts by 7 a.m. in the morning. So by the time I wake up, I see this price action here. Let me just remove that. So I wake up at 7 a.m. and that's that horizontal line there, right, at 7 a.m. and what I'm looking for right now is any confirmation that's going to tell me that this market is pushing to the upside, right? And I'm avoiding things like the market smashing through the previous zone, you know, keep pushing to the downside, because the market has a right to push to the downside as long as we stay above the previous low. So we can retest anywhere here, and I don't use Fibonacci's or indicators or any algorithm. Some people use complicated tools just to figure out how far will this retest go. So what I do, I just read the market structure. So it's 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just observing the market, right? I'll just be reading candle by candle, just understanding what's happening, and I'm looking for bullish signs. I'm looking for aggression to the upside, and as you can see, I don't see anything like that. The market keeps pushing to the downside, and then boom on that candle there. That's at 4 p.m. right? We get that candle. That's on a Tuesday. Today it's a Wednesday, by the way. So that's on a Tuesday, 4 p.m. we get that candle there. Now, am I gonna buy if we are still below this line here? Of course I'm not gonna buy, because this market is still a sell structure. If you notice on the left there, we just violated the previous low. So by definition, we're still pushing to the downside. But as long as we stay above this previous low here, then we're still good to buy. We're just looking for any confirmation, and the market keeps pushing to the downside. We got a bullish candle there, but we still stayed below this the previous highs there, if you check them. And what we're gonna wait now, it's for any confirmation, that's any candle that's gonna smash through above the previous high. That's gonna confirm to us that now we are continuing with the bullish move. We're done with this retest here. Now the market is pushing to the upside. So how many bullish candles we got there? We got this candle here at around 3 a.m. Of course I'm sleeping by that time. This is Wednesday now. 3 a.m. I'm sleeping, right? 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I wake up. Let me drop a horizontal line there. This is now Wednesday, and I just want to show you how I follow the market candle by candle. 7 a.m. I wake up, the market is around this price here. I don't see any bullish confirmations, nothing like that, but that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bullish confirmation. I'm looking for a bullish candle to show me that the market is ready to push to the upside, because if you check this move here, we did push, exhaust a bit, push to the upside, and now we got this exhaustion. Now I'm waiting for a bullish candle. And what time did we get that candle at? That was 11 a.m. this morning, right? So I don't trade the DXY, guys, because it's a bit heavy for me, right? But I just want to show you how I use it to trade the other pairs, and you will see in a second right here. So we got that bullish candle at 11 a.m. When I get this bullish candle here, in my mind I'm thinking, okay, the DXY is pushing to the upside. And please pay attention, because this next part is very, very important. Once I notice that the DXY is pushing to the upside, my thought is, oh shit, Euro USD, GBP USD, and New Zealand dollar USD might be pushing to the downside, because they are negatively correlated. Whatever the DXY is doing, then these other pairs here will be doing the opposite, right? So when I see that happens, I quickly move into my Euro USD to look for entries, right? Euro USD, I just noticed that the DXY is pushing to the upside. I get to my Euro USD, and still I'm reading structure. Let's just apply the same method. Well, I'm on my charts at 7 a.m. and I want to drop a horizontal line there so you can see where 7 a.m. is. 7 a.m. that's my candle at 7 a.m. and as you can see, it's a bullish candle. It's not confirming anything about the market pushing to the downside. 7 a.m. nothing is happening. So 8 a.m. I got my confirmation, because I'm looking for a bearish confirmation. Remember, all these bearish candles here happened while I was sleeping. This was like what, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm sleeping by that time, so I can't see what the market is doing. I'm concerned with what's going to happen now that I'm trading. So 8 a.m. I got my confirmation, a bearish candle executed there, and I did drop this signal on the Telegram, guys. I'll share the picture here once I'm editing this video, but I execute my sell here, and as you can see, we got a bit of a drawdown really, but my stop loss was safely above structure, and the market started pushing to the downside. And we are at a very critical level there. I'm gonna move my stop loss to take some of the profits of the market, so that if this thing decides to reverse, and then I'll have a bit of profits to show for on that trade there. But yeah, that was my play today on the Euro USD. Just pure market structure, just reading the behavior and just what's happening right now with the markets. And let's move on to GBP USD, because I did take a similar trade on GBP USD. We haven't taken profit there. Hang on, I think I ran out of data. Okay, GBP USD, we just smashed take profit there. Beautiful take profit there. But we're gonna go through the same process here. I just want to show you what I'm looking for. So I wake up at 7 a.m. Let me just drop the horizontal line at 7 a.m. just 7 a.m. there. And remember, I've already made my decision based on DXY. When I noticed that the DXY is pushing to the upside, how many candles did we have there? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 candles pushing to the upside. Once I see this strength here on the DXY, then I know that I'll be selling the Euro USD, and I knew that I'll be selling the GBP USD, and I'll be selling the New Zealand dollar USD as well. So that's 7 a.m. there. I didn't get any confirmation. As you can see, that was a bullish candle. I got a bearish candle at 8 a.m., but it wasn't really convincing. Bullish candle again, and at 10 a.m. it happened. I got my confirmation at 10 a.m. A very nice engulfing bearish candle here, engulfing all these candles on the left, and executed the trade, stop loss above structure, and we just smashed take profit. I'm pretty sure that we are still going to continue with this push to the downside, maybe possibly to these levels here, but nobody cares about that with the GBP USD. I've already taken profit. That will be tomorrow, because if you check the time, it's already 25 minutes past 5. It's already late on the day, and I don't take trades this late. So that was the play on the GBP USD. Beautiful smash take profit there. New Zealand dollar USD, oh, I missed that one. That was such a beautiful move to the downside, but I missed that. I was waiting for the market to come back and retest, because let's just go through what happens in the morning with me here. I woke up at 7 a.m. let me just drop a horizontal line. So I wake up at 7 a.m. or I'm on my charts by 7 a.m. and I didn't get any confirmation. For every push, we do expect a retest before the market can start pushing to the downside. So I was expecting that retest at least, so I can get an entry, because I was not sure if the market is going to manage this push all the way to my take profit before we can exhaust. So I was expecting an exhaustion here. We never got that, to be honest with you. The market started pushing to the downside, which is a shame. So I missed New Zealand dollar USD, but I got a beautiful take profit on the GBP USD, and we just managed our trade there on the Euro USD. I don't know what's going to happen with the Euro USD here, folks. I'm just going to hold it overnight if we don't hit our smash take profit before I go to bed, but I'll definitely be back to update you. It's Afonso with Afonso Analysis. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and click that notification bell so I can notify you when I come back with another bag.